This is GJRB, GJR Broadcasting Online. All right. Welcome back to Sports Page on GJRB. Gary J. Rustin with you on a Saturday, talking sports. Sports Page, heard every other Saturday here on GJRB Online. Next Saturday, let's see, like I said before, I'll be taking some time off in the next couple of weeks. Next Saturday on GJRB Online, Bluegrass Jubilee. Got another bluegrass show. We haven't done a bluegrass show in a while, and I've been way overdue since November, and we really need to bring this show back because bluegrass is true great American music, and also because I want to promote that thing, that big bluegrass festival we got coming up here just across the river in Illinois over Fulton. And I'm not going to that. I'm going to the zoo that week. But go down, check it out. Bluegrass music. It's fabulous American music. If you're in the neighborhood, stop by. If you're planning to come to the Quad Cities this weekend, or if you've been in the Quad Cities and like to come back, you want to come to the Clinton area, Clinton County, across the river in Whiteside County, at the Heritage Canyon, is a great bluegrass festival. And it's going to bring you to Bluegrass Jubilee next Saturday, 2 o'clock Central, right here on GJRB. So you want to tune in for that. Well, I'd love to have gone down there and get permission to record that. But other than that, go down and check it out, you know. Bluegrass Jubilee next Saturday on GJRB. All right, and then the following Saturday, the 20th, I'm taking that off. Going to go to the zoo. Yeah, I know some people say I belong there, but yeah. Boom, yeah. Okay, I don't know if I have a drum roll there, but I'll look for one in my sound effects somewhere. I don't know. I have to look and see if I have a drum roll. I'm going to check. Let me check. I'm going to type something like that. Wait a minute. Let's see if I can find a drum roll here. Let's see. There is some drum roll. Let's see, a comedy drum roll. Yeah, like I said before, yeah, I don't know, next week. It's going to be kind of, in the next couple of weeks, it'll be kind of fun. Go to the zoo, but, yeah, I could be going back where I belong, but, you know, yeah. Yeah, and, I don't know. Some say, that's where I should be, and maybe that's where I belong, and just leave me there, but, hey, some of the animals don't like me too much either. I eat their food all the time, and, they like to bite me. Anyway. That's enough of that. Anyway, you got Gary J. Sports Page. Enough of that silliness. You got a show that we're doing here called Sports Page. We've been talking about Adrian Peterson. Another great comment came from a guy named David. Welcome back, Adrian. Back in this day, when I was a kid, our parents raised us not to be bad kids. You only wanted what was best for our son, and I know you meant well. It is all behind you, and your future is back on track. We live in a society that lets people change from man to woman and women to man and say it is normal. The gay life was overcome, godly values. Just know that you are a good man, and please go easy on my Detroit Lions. All right, good. And I like that. It's true. We're going to talk about that here. We're going to touch that subject in a few minutes because got to talk about this whole bit with Bruce Jenner, Please. Anyway, I hope Mr. Peterson has a record-breaking year. This is coming from someone named Papa. He said, my mother used to switch belt and broom when it was called for. And it's called discipline and respect. And as an adult, I have a request, a Social Security card. So I applied and was denied, for I didn't get my mother's name correct. I called the lady, joke with me, and said, you must be a Southerner, and replied, yes, ma'am. For we all are mom, and respond, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. NFL should have stayed out of it. Stayed out of it. Bingo. Yeah, NFL should have stayed out of it. Because their nose should not have been in it. But again, this is the government, okay? You know, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, the pros didn't get it, and there's someone saying good job for someone saying again, go Saints. And I'll have more comments throughout the show. What do you think? Do you think that Adrian Peterson, although he stepped his bounds, and beat his child with a switch, do you think the NFL should have just stayed out of it? Does it matter what goes on at home to them? I think one of the reasons is because Adrian Peterson's a public figure. And when you're in the eye of the American people, and you're in the eye of the public, and your misconduct in any way, whether it be beating your child, beating your wife in an elevator, being drunk and disorderly in public, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get the people judging you, and sometimes they judge you fiercely. And here, Adrian Peterson did one thing, and that was discipline his son, and he got dealt with severely. I don't know. I just don't. I understand the child abuse is wrong. And this guy probably did go over his limit. And he probably caused injury to this child. Apparently, I guess you can reprimand your child like that if you do not leave marks. If you leave marks, then it becomes a child abuse case. So, again, I've talked about this on the Garyj Wrestling program a number of times, and it all has to do with the child, what do they call that? The government agency with that. Yeah, they stick their nose in it, pretty much. They do. They like to see. They like to stick their nose in things, and I grew up at a time when discipline was what you did. I survived a few belts from my father. It got out of hand at times. And I stepped out of line and thinking back on that, I deserved it. I stepped out of line. I did something that I shouldn't have done. So I got a spanking. That's what you get. And the government back then didn't stick their nose into it like they are now. So, again, it's like I said before, it's all about the DHFSS or whatever they call themselves, sticking their nose into it and he's a public figure, he's going to get it. He's going to get chastised. There's no way around it. It's just, that's what happens. So what do you think about that? Give me your comments. I'm on Spreaker, GJRB Online. I'm looking at my Spreaker live feed right now, and I'm going to embed another one, so another widget, so that all could listen, and or you can get on my Spreaker site. Gonna go ahead and go to Facebook, and now let's see. Running kind of slow today, kind of pokey. Alright, let's see here. There we go. Slightly. There we go. Now I got it. So anybody out there who is in my GJRB listener page, my GJRB listener site on Facebook, I have another widget up. Another widget. So, come on aboard, and on the Spreaker site there, listen to me on my GJRB Spreaker site there, and the widget will lead you to different places here on GJRB. And Gary J. Russell, happy to be with you on a Saturday afternoon, and we're talking sports on Gary J's Sports Page, and it's been beyond 10 minutes, so I'm going to do real quick. Okay, before we get into Mario Lemieux here real quick, I'm going to see what the scores are in, let's see here. I'm going to go into, now, sometimes you have to do this. Sometimes I have to click back into it. Here we go. So it's time now to update the scores on our sports page. For this hour, live action games going on right now. In the bottom of the ninth inning, that game is just about over. And Milwaukee is still ahead of Minnesota 4-2. And let's see, top of the sixth, San Francisco over Philadelphia 6-4. Boston ahead of Oakland 4-1. They're in the fourth inning. Colorado and Miami are still scoreless in the middle of the first. They just started. Cincinnati beating San Diego 6-1. Bottom of the fourth inning, and it's tied. Baltimore and Cleveland are tied right now, 1-1. Bottom of the fourth inning, and they have a man on third. So that's some of the scores in the baseball. And now those are the scores of the games going on right now in the Major League Baseball on GJRB. About, let's see, 6 games, I believe, going on right now. 6 games in the in MLB today. 6 games going on. All right, let's see. We got that. All right, I'm going to go into my Twitter page, but I haven't been. I want to go back into my Facebook, so I want to go back into my Facebook here real quick. Got some responses, and I want to go down the page and see if there's anybody out there who's listening to the Sports Page and who might have a comment or two on what I'm talking about. My friend Raymond Leach liked my thing I posted about drive-ins. On this date in 1933, the first drive-in opened. 82 years ago today, June 6, 1933, the first drive-in movie theater opened, and it played the movie Wives Beware.